Motorcycling is a great hobby, but it can be really expensive. First you gotta get the bike, then your helmet, your jacket, and all sorts of gear. And then it all really adds up. Well, you're in luck. I want to show you today some of my favorite accessories that won't break the bank. These are my top 5 accessories available online for under $50. Let's do it. All of these accessories I'm going to show you are really to make motorcycle riding a little bit more practical, a little bit more comfortable, and a little bit more livable every day. So let's start with the very first one. This is probably one of the cheapest accessories you can get with your biggest bang for your buck. It's a throttle lock. What this does is it locks your throttle position at a certain position. It's essentially like a cruise control for your bike. This is how it works. Your throttle usually opens and closes. We all know this because we all ride. What this throttle position lock does is when you're riding, you can switch it over with one hand and it'll hold that position. You want to go a little faster, up and over. And it'll hold that while you're going at speed. So if you're going across state lines, this will hold you at whatever position it's in. You want to get out of it, just close it and you're back to normal. And when you're back into the city, just put it away. That is one of my favorite accessories when I'm on my long rides. These throttle locks come in all sorts of sizes, shapes, materials. They all do the same thing. You can spend $10 or $30. It all really just holds your throttle. For me, I don't like to hold that cruise control that long anyway. It's just to relieve my hand when I'm a little bit tired on my second or third hour while riding. So a $9, $10 little piece of plastic is just good for me. The next accessory is a phone mount. Now there's a handful of options here, and this particular one is a GUB phone mount. It's only $10, it's on Amazon, and I'll send you a link at the bottom. But the reason I really like this one is for really 2 things. It can be mounted directly in the middle of my handlebars, which I really like, and it's really sturdy. I've had phone mounts before that shake that are on these compound ball joints, and this particular one is sturdy and it's mounted right onto the handlebars. The only thing you have to be worried about with this is you have to have a case when you have it on, because it does squeeze the side of your phone, so it helps if you have a little case. But I could not rave more of how good these GUB phone mounts are. I've had the spring-loaded ones, and honestly it just shook too much. This one is sturdy, mounted right into my handlebars, and it just works. You can't argue with simple, and it works. Continuing on our list, accessory number 3 is $20, and it is a bar-mounted helmet lock. When my girlfriend and I do 2-up riding, we have, well, 2 helmets, and my bike only came with 1 lock. So what do you do with the second helmet? And this is where this accessory comes in. Pretty self-explanatory. It's a secondary bike lock if you do a lot of 2-up riding like I do, so this is incredibly helpful for me. The next item on our list solves the problem of where do I put my stuff, and it's a tail bag. This could easily be switched out for a tank bag, but it's essentially another storage area for your bike. When I first started riding, I did what everyone else does, which is just wear a back. You know, a long ride with a heavy backpack really does wear your back out, especially if your bike's a fairly sporty bike. So a tank bag or tail bag is a great way to alleviate some of that stress that you're carrying on your back. This tank bag is a $40 tank bag, and what I really like about it is it doesn't make the bike look too bad. There's some bad tank bags. For example, that tank bag to me is pretty dang dorky, but it's really practical, and that's my commuter, so that's gonna go ahead and stay. What I like about this particular tank bag is that it expands to fit a full size. How cool is that? Usually what I use it for is I put my lunch in here. I have my little lunch bag for work. It fits easily in here, and it allows me to have lunch when I ride to work. So fits a helmet, fits a lunch bag. Number 5 on our list is the most expensive, and it is a Bluetooth communicator. Now you may be thinking, how is this accessory or this item under $50? Normal Bluetooth helmet communicators are usually closer to $200 or more. The Sennas, all of those brands are that expensive. Well, this isn't that brand, nor does it have that type of performance. But for $50, this gets you a Bluetooth communicator that you can listen to music with and talk to other people with the same brand. For me, I don't do too many group rides where I have to have, an open channel with 5 other riders. It's my girlfriend and I, or my buddy and I, and we all have it. So for music, it's perfectly good. For 2-up riding, when it's you and your significant other behind you, it is great. My girlfriend loves it. Honestly, her and I consider it really good quality time when we're both riding and we're just talking and chatting up during the whole ride. It's really turned motorcycling for us into a more enjoyable quality time of a journey. And that's priceless. So for 50 bucks, each helmet, so for $100, the price of half of a Senna, we were able to share our experiences while motorcycling. That's pretty great. For music, it's plenty loud. I like the fact that I can do ambient hearing on it, and yeah, it just works. Battery lasts forever. So for 50 bucks, I mean, seriously, can't really say no to that. It looks pretty slick. I like how it looks. So those are my top 5 accessories to make motorcycling a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more practical. If you were to buy every single item we covered here, you would be under $130, and you can have your phone in front of you, have navigation up, have cruise control on your bike, be able to lock your second helmet, have a tank bag to put your stuff or your lunch to work, and be able to talk to your significant other on the ride or your buddy. So that's my list. Hope you like something. All of the links are going to be down at the bottom in the description, so check them out. See ya.